everybody, welcome to vlog 2, well, reading vlog to be more precise, and it is Tuesday. In my defense, I have been busy with my job. I had to go to the Iowa Museum Association conference, which, yes, I'm from Iowa. I don't think I've actually ever said that on the vlog. Maybe I should do like a Q&A vlog so people can maybe want to get more followers. I wanted to share with you guys, I have not read yet so far just because the Iowa IMA conference. Hopefully I'm going to read some tonight after I catch up on my YouTube videos. Right now, you may kind of see partially in the background, I'm watching Emma books, but her fictional crushes, which you should definitely go check that out. And I might do one like that too, because it seems like a very fun video, because I do have some interesting fictional crushes. So the first book that I got, and I may have already shared this with you guys, is I got The 10th Girl. I saw this, I think it was on Books and Lala. I'm not 100% sure where I saw this book, but it was interesting because I wanted some more spooky books. I mean, I do have enough, you saw in the first vlog, but I wanted more to fill out the month. Who knows if I'll even get to all of them. That's a different story because I'm really bad. It's supposed to be a psychological thriller with a haunting twist. And it's supposed to be about this boarding school in South America. A boarding school for girls. Hold on, let me read this to you. At the very southern tip of South America looms an isolated finishing school. Legend has it that the land will curse those who settle there. But for Mavi, a bold Buenos Aires native fleeing the military regiment that took her mother, offers an escape to a new life as a young teacher to the daughters of Argentina's elite. Mavi tries to embrace the strangeness of the imposing house, despite warnings not to roam at night, threats for an enigmatic young man, and rumors of mysterious others. But when the students and teachers alike began to behave as if possessed, the forces haunting this unholy cliff will no longer be ignored, and one of these spirits holds a secret that could unravel Mavi's existence. So that's what drew me to this book. And I definitely want to try different thrillers and also get into more of the thriller genre and horror genre. So I definitely wanted to get this book. Now the next ones are actual thrift store finds. So last Friday, which I didn't record any of it because I've been really bad at doing that. Sorry guys, I'll get better. Were some convenience store finds, and I have been getting really into Heather Graham's books. So I picked up The Dead Room, and it has her on the back of it. Her adult books, mystery, thriller, suspense. And this one was very intriguing because she says she talks to dead people. And that totally roped me in because I have read one of her books that my mom has, which I don't have obviously here, and I can't remember the title. But definitely love that book, so I definitely want to read more. Another one by her, which is a little bit thinner, is The Death Dealer. And again, a chilly sequel to the New York Times bestseller, The Dead Room. I didn't actually know this was a sequel. Oh, wow. Killing two birds with one stone, not even knowing it. And then my other one is I kind of fell in love with this author's kind of like storybooks that he had out. Kind of like almost the Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark series. So I got an Anthony Horowitz, The Night Rises. And this is about Scott and Jamie have always been different. Not only are they twins, but they can read each other's minds. Their whole lives, people have taken advantage of this. Now it's going to get much, much worse. An evil group called Night Rise has taken an interest in Scott and Jamie and wants to imprison them and neutralize their abilities. So definitely was up my alley. Especially with the twin telepathy thing. I don't know why. Figured I'll give it a try. And then of course I found this book, and I already have another book by her, which is A Death of Mrs. Westway, is The Woman in Cabin 10 by Ruth Ware. So I have not heard anything about this. I believe Books and Lala has read this, and I think maybe Zoe Reeds has read this, but don't even want to know. I just want to go into it surprised. So now the next book is my most exciting book that I definitely have to get to because it is part of a readathon that I am doing, and that is Beautiful by Renee Ahdieh. I've been hearing so much hype for this book, and I'm so excited to get into it. Let's read the synopsis. So, in 1872, the New Orleans is a city ruled by the dead, but 17-year-old Celine Rosé, New Orleans is a safe haven after she's forced to flee her life as a dressmaker in Paris. Ooh. Taken in by the Sisters of the Ursuline convent in the middle of the carnival season, Celine is quickly enraptured by the vibrant city, from its music to its fancy soirees and even its danger. She becomes embroiled in the city's glitzy underworld, known as Le Quart des... Sorry, I'm not very good at French. Quart des Lions, after catching the eye of a group's enigmatic leader, Sebastian Saint Germain. When the body of one of the girls from the convent is found in Sebastian's own lair, the second dead girl to turn up in recent weeks, Celine battles her attraction to Sebastian's suspicions about his guilt along with the shame of her own horrible secrets. After a third murder, New Orleans becomes gripped by the terror of a serial killer on the loose who has now set Celine in his sights. As the murderer stalks her, Celine finally takes matters into her own hands, and only to find herself in the midst of an old-age feud between the darkest creatures of the night, where the price of forbidden love is her life. That absolutely was like, I have to have this book, especially since this is supposed to be like the coming of age of vampire folklore again in fiction and mystery and like suspenseful books. So I'm excited, and it's comparing itself to Twilight, which I feel like this book could be better than Twilight, in my opinion. I mean, I loved Twilight growing up. I was a Twihard, but I feel like things could top Twilight for me, especially after reading it. I probably reread it 5 different times in middle school, and then finally reread it in high school, and I was like, why did I like these books so much? So, and maybe I want to redo another Twilight reread. Things to do. I have not started Capturing the Devil yet, which I said in my last vlog after that kind of an emotional ending of escaping from Houdini, the 3rd book in Carrie Monoscalco's Stalking Jack the Ripper series. So now I'm on the 4th book. I have not started it yet because I have been busy, but tonight I definitely want to start it, so I will give you updates when I get there. So, till then, hopefully I will see you again tonight. If not, I guess tomorrow. Hello everybody, it is Wednesday, and I'm checking on it. Oh, hold on. I gotta let my dog out, because I just got back from Fort Dodge. I haven't read anything, so instead I just decided to watch TikTok for like 3 hours last night. My procrastination is a real struggle. But I got a package, and it's from Book Outlet. Yay! I really need to find my tripod. And hold on, my dog's drinking a whole bunch of water. Found it! It's just a cheapy tripod. But I wanted to show you guys while, I was unboxing this. Because I'm not 100% sure what's in this one. I think it's all of the books I ordered from Book Outlet, which was like a series in one book. One of them, everybody is highly talking about. And I really want to read this series, especially since the latest book should be coming out sometime this year, if not next year. I'll have to look it up here shortly. Have to make sure before I throw the box away. Actually, I should keep this box because I've got Christmas coming up. I should keep that box. But it is, as you can tell from the person on the beginning, but it is the Selection series by Kira Cass. Yeah, Kira Cass. Sorry if I butchered your first name. I'm seriously not really good with names. You'll learn about that on this channel. I have been really wanting to read this series. Let me break it open and we'll find out. I do have the first book of this series, but I decided just to go ahead and get the whole series even with I'm sorry if my camera's shaking. I have this on the table. Just because I didn't want to try to get the books individually, and plus it's nicely in a box. And I like series in a box because it goes nice on my shelf. Especially since I don't have like the normal shelves like any other booktuber has, because my one shelf was made by my grandfather and my father, It was the last project they worked on before my grandfather had passed away. Hence why it's kind of pink. You kind of see it in the background, kind of not. It's mostly my map and the books that are sitting on top of it right now. Because in order to actually be able to use the bookshelf, we have to put it up on stilts because I can't put it up on the wall since there's paneling and everything. But let's not get into that. So let's get the first book out of here. Oh, this is so pretty. And I think there's a novelette that's also out for this series, but I think I'm going to read this series first before I get the novel, or the novella. Novelette. One of these days I'll learn my terms. This is what it says on the back, is that for 35 years... Words are great. And it's Wednesday, and I got to sleep in. For 35 girls, the selection is the chance of a lifetime. The opportunity to be swept in a world of glittering gowns and priceless jewels, to live in a palace and compete for the heart of a gorgeous Prince Maxon. But for American Singer, being selected is a nightmare. It means turning her back on her secret love with Aspen, who is a caste below her, and leaving her home to enter a fierce competition for a crown she doesn't want. Then America meets Prince Maxon. Gradually, she begins to realize that the life she's always dreamed of may not compare to a future she never imagined. And it says, this is from an author that says, charming, captivating, and filled with just the right amount of swoon. Kristen White, New York Times bestselling author of the Paranormal trilogy. I might have to check that one out. Anything paranormal, mystery, suspenseful with a little bit of drama definitely is my type of book. And I definitely wanted to get into this because I believe this is categorized as kind of like a dystopian type novel. Yeah, and it just already sounds interesting. And the main character's name is America. That's why I was taken off guard, because it said American Singer. And I'm like, or it says America Singer. And I was like, wait a minute. That's a name. But that's kind of cool. So obviously I have all 5 of the books in this. So we have the Selection, the Elite, the One, the Hair, and the Crown. Look at that purple dress. That's so pretty. I'm not usually the one that wears dresses and everything. That is so pretty. I mean, this blue one also looks pretty too. And it looks like it's her in like different colored gowns maybe? Or maybe they're different characters from the story. That's cool. Well, now I own all of them. Besides the novella. But I just wanted to show you that to you guys. Again, I haven't really read much today. I was planning on it, but then yesterday I decided to go ride the combine. My uncle, who graciously has let me rent his parents' farm. He's farming right now between the 2 farms, so he's technically on his dad's farm or my farm right now, harvesting beans. And so I got to go hang out with him for a couple of hours while he was finishing up one portion of the bean field. So, and I'm thinking about doing that again this afternoon to see if he wants a snack or something. And then I might get into some reading. We do still have Capturing the Devil to start, and one of the reasons why I kind of haven't been starting is that I don't want this series to end. I've really been loving the Stalking Jack the Ripper series, but from what I've heard, it does, the book ends very like well with Thomas and Audrey, and I'm trying not to like look. I have a really bad habit, and I know everybody's going to be screaming at me, is that I like to look at the last page of a book to see, especially when like things feel like they're falling apart, and it seems, I just want to have that good feeling knowing that, okay, something, they're like not going to break up or something like that at the end. But I know that's really bad of me, but I'm really trying not to do it to this one because I have been hurt. I have heard that it does leave off in a good ending and leaves on a good like ending note for Audrey and Thomas, but I just don't want it to end. I love this series so much, and I definitely can see myself rereading it when I should be reading more books on my TBR in the future. Yeah, so I guess today I have today off and I have tomorrow off. Tomorrow I will be getting a piano, so if I don't check back in today, figure I'll let you know. I might check back in tomorrow morning too. Last night I did spend some time and got the first vlog uploaded. And to kind of explain, which I already kind of explained in the vlog video, apologizing that I didn't realize I lost a chunk of Monday's footage. And I think what happened is that I got cut off since I was doing it at work and somebody had come in the door. and then I forgot to finish it because, again, I was running on like hardly any sleep. So I kind of explained in like a small clip to segue into the next few days, but you'll also see my emotional turmoil in that video. So if you haven't checked it out, it's already uploaded. It's been uploaded, obviously, for a week. Now I just need to think of an idea what I'm going to do for Saturday's video. Thinking about doing another book tag challenge, but I can't do any more, especially if it involves a bookshelf. However, I saw that Emma Books had just uploaded like her favorite like fictional crushes or her fictional crushes growing up. So I kind of want to do that. That kind of seems like fun. She did it because she was being sponsored by Disney Club. I think it was Disney Books Club or something like that. So I'll definitely leave a link down below to in that video of where I got it. And I think I might be doing that. I don't know yet. Well, enough of my rambling. I will update you if something interesting happens or if I read for once. So I totally was gonna vlog, or I tried, in Target, but I'm a chicken and didn't want to because for a Thursday, there's a lot of people at Target today. But I got the boots. Do I regret my decision? Yeah. Am I gonna get over it? Yep. But they're so cute and I can wear them tomorrow to the conference. But in all honesty, should I have bought them? Probably not. Which means I probably need to go through my shoe hoarding collection and probably get rid of some shoes because, yeah, there's some shoes I just don't wear anymore and there's no point. And when it comes to like a shoe accessory for me, I usually don't pay attention. I started paying more attention here the last few years just because of my profession. I tend to wear mostly boots more than shoes, which is surprising, even though I'll probably keep a couple of pairs of shoes, so if I don't want to wear boots, or I wear flats or sandals. So there is a pair of boots I've been meaning to get rid of because I bought them from Walmart and I actually really don't like them. They're Walmart brand boots. And then I have a brown pair of boots that I'm thinking about keeping because I really love those pair of boots, and they go with, like, if I need to go work out on the farm, they're a work shoe. Maybe I'll show you guys me going through my boot collection, like I'm going to show you guys moving the end table, which you're going to watch me struggle, which is going to be fun. But right now, I'm going to go get lunch, because I'm starving, because I usually don't eat until about this time in the morning anyways, so. Okay, so now I am home, and it's literally raining like cats and dogs outside. I literally just drove through that in about 3 miles to the south of my place. I literally was watching clouds just spin. I was just like, oh, holy God, I normally don't pray to you, but I don't feel like dying today. Because it's not really Tornado Alley, but I live in the Midwest where it is possible to have a tornado even in October. So, yeah, my life. Well, I just got home and let Lady out of the kennel. So they're all running around being happy because Mom brought them toys. She did not forget them. So now I think it's gonna, so I don't have to do it later. I think it's time to move that end table. This is gonna be fun. Oh, sweet, merciful heavens. So this is my finished product. That is actually who that is in my picture frame. That is my grandfather, who unfortunately passed away at the beginning of this year. So I have some of his pictures around to make it feel like he's still here. I'm still kind of dealing with that, so I don't really want to talk about it. I'm trying to hide the cords, so I don't like cords sticking out. So I put the candle up on top because I do have dogs, except I'm not really liking that angle. So as you can tell, I have dogs. Squeakers back over there, Miss Lady, and then Mr. Thing. So I wanted the candle up a little bit higher, and since it's on a platform, it's okay to set it on the record player. But yeah, you see I have my spooky books. Maybe I'll do a whole house grand tour of my Halloween decorations when it's just a little bit cleaner. So my goal is to put the piano where you saw that table was at. It's gonna go right there. I might need to find plug-in covers for over there, so because there is a plug-in on the wall. And I figured it's right next to kind of like a heated area. I can put dehumidifiers and humidifiers in the piano so that it won't like crack or break during Iowa weather, because Iowa is so great. No, I really do love my state. It's just the weather really needs to figure out its shit. So, but other than that, I did get these cute boots. I did try to show you in Target, but I was really, really nervous and scared. So these are the boots. They are so, so cute. I actually was seeing them on Instagram because I get advertisements for anything that I have seen on Amazon or anything like that, and it's hooked. It literally shows up on your social media. It's like crazy. And don't mind me, I'm just tidying up around here. So, and you also saw that uniform. That's the uniform I was wearing that I told you about in the last vlog that I got mistaken for a high schooler. Always great when you get mistaken for a high schooler. Yeah, I guess I don't really know what else to say. Actually, what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to watch some YouTube videos, but I'm also going to try to read. I'm also going to contact the lady, since it is raining, that possibly we might not go pick up the piano today, and we're just going to do it Saturday instead, like Saturday afternoon or Sunday. Because I don't, especially if it has veneer or anything like that, it's going to bubble, and I don't want that to happen. I want the piano as operational as I can get it, even though 2 foot pedals are broken and it needs to be tuned, even though I'll be the judge of that, because some people say, oh, it needs to be tuned, and it really doesn't. Maybe 1 or 2 keys and that's it. Then I can do it myself. But if it's like the whole piano, then that might get interesting. So I'm gonna go do that and tidy up a little bit more. But I really do love that corner. It's kind of cute. But yeah, so I'll check in later. Update. Well, it is currently raining again. My life. So now, game plan to getting the piano out, because they can't reschedule, is this girl that, the lady I'm getting the piano from, actually her granddaughter was a grade ahead of me. I think I might have explained this. So she says she has an enclosed trailer that's big enough to haul the piano in. And I guess we got Shot helping us, some guy from work. So yeah. Hopefully he gets here fast enough, because we're supposed to meet my dad at 5:30, so I don't think he's going to have enough time to shower. But we'll see about that. But I'm really excited, because one of the things that I really love having is the piano, and I taught myself how to play piano, and then the first 2 years of my college, piano teachings, because of the music degree. You have to be proficient in piano in case if you're in a 1A school and they can't afford a pianist, you become the pianist for like solo competitions. And also it's like for the general music degree as well, if you have to play music for your kids in elementary school, because you're not just going to hire a pianist to do it when you're, But anyhow, that was weird. So I always love playing the piano, and I literally have tons of piano music. Like, I don't think you guys understand. So when you walk into my office, it's a, oh, let me turn on the light. I had my Halloween decorations on. Well, they're still kind of on. That's them. And yes, I have a light strand out, but it's not on because the plugin doesn't reach the plugin I need. So, but I have a whole bunch of piano music that's literally in this second drawer. Maybe someday I'll show you around more of my office. And I do apologize. I need to figure out how to blur out that sign. It definitely says a swear word on it. And I know I don't do YouTube videos for money yet, but I know I can get demonetized for swear words and all that stuff in the background and yada yada yada. YouTube, yeah, great. So I also have chili cooking, which I didn't realize until about 2 o'clock this afternoon that it wasn't even plugged in. So it's cooking on high to hopefully get something cooked out of it. So I might turn that back on low. So, and of course, my boyfriend's like, make sure that, you have enough chili for 3 people. And I'm like, I literally put 2 big cans in. Now I'm just rambling. But once this piano gets in here, I'm going to be so happy. And maybe I'll play it a little bit for you. Depending on how, I guess, well in tune it is. They're saying that it needs to be tuned, but I'll be the judge of that. Hopefully I have read something by then, but I know it's going to be a early night for me just because I have to leave by 6 in the morning tomorrow in order to get to Story City on time. And I'm taking a different route, so it's going to take about 2 hours to get there instead of an hour and a half. Because I was trying to see if my back wheels of my car would handle going 70 miles per hour or 65, and it was a little rough and a little dicey, and my anxiety is just like, no man, let's not do this. So I'm going to take a different route that won't allow me to go as fast. But anywho, I will update you later. Hello everybody. Today is Friday. So I'm currently waiting for the conference to start. Well, at least registration to start. I've got a few minutes. But I made it. Yay, I'm in Story City. See? I'm in Story City at the Fairview Lodge. So I'm gonna try to film today, but it may be spotty off and on just because it looks like it's gonna be a jam-packed day full of a lot of things. But I figured I'll let you know it's Friday. I don't know when. I'm probably not gonna read today because I'm gonna be getting in so late, and I woke up so early. I'm tired. I barely could get to sleep last night because of my dogs and yikes. Let's just say that. So, but I'm here. I'm going to try to fill some parts of my day for you guys so it's not just a boring vlog, as I think it's turning out like last week's. And when I get home, I'm hoping either today or tomorrow, I'll show you guys my piano I got yesterday. Wow, I'm really tired. I need to drink this caffeine. I have a kickstart, but I haven't started it yet. Help me. I'm sorry, when I first started up. Hey everybody. Well, so this conference was a little different, so I couldn't vlog during the day, but I just saw this kick. See that in the back of this kick butt carousel that I've been meaning to see since I've always seen it going past Interstate 35, going past Story City on my way to like Ames or Des Moines. I finally got to see it. I didn't get to ride it, but I definitely will be back to ride it. But now, hold on. Hello everybody. Sorry about that. A couple of people wanted to stop and talk to me. But I am almost to Fort Dodge, so it's been quite a bit. And I need something to keep me awake. So I'll talk about the conference. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna keep looking at the road like a responsible adult driver thing. Yeah. So the conference is a little bit different and kind of in a different format that I'm used to going to, like, museum conferences. I mean, the IMA is set up where you have, you know, your first day is technically an afternoon. It's like the opening thing, and usually high school students, or not high school students, college students are mostly invited to that one day. Then the second day is like a whole bunch of breakout sessions. You've got 2 breakout sessions in the morning. You have lunch with their general meeting during lunch, 2 breakout sessions, and then they have something fun planned in the afternoon for dinner. Well, and then the next day is you have like a presentation, and then you have a retreat breakout session. Well, this year, I don't know how it was previous year because I only went to one day. But the schoolhouse preservation conference that I just went to in Story City I really liked it. Okay, I put that out there. I didn't hate it. Only I just didn't like the format of it. It was strictly like you were sitting down in the lodge all day. I hate that. Especially for somebody who literally you lose my attention span. Like, the heck? The bus's cross arm was just flapping in the wind. I was so confused for a minute. Anyhow, excuse me and my small brain. Easily get distracted. So, I just didn't like that format. It bugged me. Because I can't just sit there. You have to give me breaks. Like, they told you, it's like, don't feel bad if during the presentation you have to get up and go to the bathroom or something or get treats. Because, you know, you're sitting here all day. And once I heard that, I'm like, are you kidding me? So, I have the habit of wanting to pull out, like, I'm trying not to pull out my phone, but I ended up pulling out my phone when they were, like, showing stuff on the computer screen, and everything, and I'm just like, then I had the habit of wanting to play on my phone instead of listening, and that wasn't fair to them. But I don't have ADD or ADHD or anything like that. I just have a short attention span when I start getting bored with what they're talking about, especially when some of them were kind of the same presentation, so it just kind of got monotonous. Is that the word? Yeah, maybe that's the word. So, yeah, that's the only downfall of that, is that I feel like instead of what they should have done was maybe had, like, presentations in the morning when people are a little bit more alert, and then, like, maybe did something else in the afternoon. Like, they had tours that are going to go on tomorrow morning. Why can't they have that in the afternoon instead, after lunch? Because people are going to be tired. They don't want to keep sitting in the afternoon, and I'm pretty sure a couple of people were snoozing. I could hear them. One of the things that ticked me off during the presentations, though, this in the afternoon portion, is that people were answering their phones. Instead of, you know, leaving the building or going into the bathroom to answer their phone, they were answering. This one guy ticked me off to the point where I was about ready to turn around and tell him, I'm like, can you shut your damn phone off or go outside? Because that's extremely rude to the person that's trying to present up there, especially if they're getting really nervous. Like I tend to do when people stop paying attention. Because it's like, okay, they're not paying attention to me. What am I doing wrong? Like, I panic inside my head. Like, that's not okay. They came here, took their time to come and present this to people that are, you know, supposed to be interested in this. I mean, at least when I was pulling up my phone to look up stuff, I was still listening, and I made sure my phone was on silent. The volumes were all down. It wouldn't, you know, vibrate for anything. The only way it would go off if county issued an Amber Alert or there was a tornado warning or something. That's the only time it would probably make a sound. But then everybody else's phones would make a sound. But yeah, I thought that was extremely rude. Extremely rude. And then people, you know, at the beginning they did warn, like, why don't you set your phones to vibrate if you have to take a phone call, leave the room. Nobody put their phone on vibrate. I mean, a few people did, but they would leave it on the table, so of course it would jitter around the table, and it's like, are you kidding me, people? You guys are how old? Like 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s? However, the plus sides of the conference, I absolutely loved the information I was getting. It felt like sensory overload, and I don't feel like I wrote down enough. But there's a lot. Like, I have a whole bunch of notes. I'm pretty sure there's about 10 pages worth of notes. How to use Iowa Gen web. Now that UNI has actually a rural school collection database on their museum website, even though it's going to change in a month, they said. I mean, just such plethora. I'm probably saying that wrong. Plethora of information. And I'm like, literally, the person that's in charge of the County School Association of America, the directors, one of them turned to me and was just like, did you learn something today? I literally looked at him like tired, like, oh my god. He's like, oh my god, you look like you sensory information overload. And I told him, I'm like, yeah. So I learned a lot, and that's, you know, a plus. Well, I guess this is my update. I, of course, haven't read yet. I warned you guys yesterday that I wasn't planning on reading because I ended up actually being on TikTok, but I ended up going to bed at 10:30, which is usually like earlier than I usually I stay up till about midnight. Sometimes 1 o'clock in the morning, sometimes 3 o'clock in the morning if I get on a, YouTube binge or a TikTok binge or a webtoon binge. I don't know. But I am just outside of Fort Dodge. I talked myself into going back to my hometown to get groceries, but instead I forgot. Tonight it's like 37 degrees right now. It is freaking cold, and it's supposed to get down to 17. And of course, our duct system is not hooked up to our upstairs. So it's either I go see if I can go get a space heater. So I'm gonna have to go get groceries at Walmart, or we're gonna have to sleep downstairs tonight because it's gonna be way too cold upstairs. So I'm gonna try to see what my space heater options are, and if I feel like they're just way too expensive, we're sleeping downstairs tonight. Yay for old houses. But, well, I'm going to peace out for right now. I'm actually gonna probably read tonight. I don't know how far, because most likely when my butt hits a recliner, I'm probably gonna be out. But because girl's been up since 5:20 this morning. But anyway, so I'll see you in the next update. Hello, everybody. Update. It's later. I'm home in comfy clothes. Yay! But I got my last book outlet mail. Means I know what book this is. I'm not very graceful at opening packages. One of these days I'll learn how to open a package. And of course, it is Scythe by Neil Shusterman. I have been really wanting to read this book since I saw Read by Zoe review it, Alien Bookland review it, Emma Books review it, and Clockwork Reader review it. So I'm really excited. So this is what the synopsis is. Thou shalt kill. A world with no hunger, no disease, no war, no misery. Humanity has conquered all those things and has even conquered death. and all scythes are the only ones who can end life, and they are commanded to do so in order to keep the size of the population under control. Citra and Rowan are chosen to apprentice to a scythe, a role that neither wants. These teens must master the art of taking life, knowing that the consequences of failure could mean losing their own. Scythe is the duet debut of a thrilling new series by National Book Award-winning author Neil Shusterman, in which Citra and Rowan learn that a perfect world comes only with a heavy price. I could be butchering that name, but I'm excited to read it. And of course, this is what you get sometimes from Book Outlet. I hate stickers. But so I don't know if I'll be getting to any reading tonight, just because Shane just dropped the third video to the Jeffree Star collab videos he's been doing. So I might be watching that and catching up on YouTube videos. So I guess I'll update you later if I do read, or I'll see you tomorrow. Hello, everybody. What is up? It is Saturday. As promised, I didn't read. But so I don't get copyrighted, I just turned off the radio. I am going to read. But guess what I did today? Yeah. Because I have a volunteer appreciation dinner tonight. So I got my nails done. Been meaning to, even though half the time, about maybe 3 days into it, I get annoyed. But so now I actually have $20 left, because he said he would just do my nails for $50, and I was like, oh, okay. Because I thought, because he wanted to do everything with them, and he was just like, no, they're just $50, and I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. Just trying to pay attention to the traffic here. So I'm thinking about going to Target, because I need to get one book for my readathon that I'm doing poorly at. And I think all of you know what book that is. Kill me now. I am going to finally break down, because it says to, in one of the readathons I'm doing, it says you need to read a book that scares you. And I'm terrified to read it. Like, well, to be honest, anything Stephen King. But I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna buy it. So you all guys can watch me freak out at like midnight. It's going to be great. So I will see you guys, let me park here, in the store. Hey everybody. So I don't know why I do this to myself. So I got the book, but I also went past that they have some scary movies on sale. And I love scary movies. So I got, well, this is not really a scary movie, but Tim Corpse's Bride. Ooh, not showing that yet. And I got the latest Annabelle movie that came out. You know what's really weird is that I don't like dolls, especially China dolls. They creep me out. I can barely even walk past them at work. I've gotten used to them, so I guess I can. But I don't like clowns. I don't like Raggedy Ann dolls because of Annabelle. And I don't like China dolls. Just any type of dolls, mannequins, anything. However, for some reason, I am fascinated by Annabelle. And I think it's just, it goes down to that I'm just fascinated to see why spirits want to inhabit like an object, whether that has like a sentimental or emotional, or it has a, you know, demonic meaning why they're haunting it. So, oh god, I'm turning into Zach Bagans. But anywho, so I'm intrigued by Annabelle, even though I still hate dolls. Like, I don't want them anywhere near me, just in case if they are Annabelle. And but I know I'm being childish, but you just don't know. So might as well save yourself the heartache and just don't get it all. Anyhow. However, that's not the scariest movie I bought. So one of the prompts also is watch a movie that watch a movie. I just gave it away. Read a book that scares you, or there's also another one where you read a scary book with the movie adaptation. So I was gonna do The Shining for that book, but the thing is that I've already seen the movie. So guess what your girl's gonna do to herself? I'm already crying. This is either going to help me a little bit get over my fear of clowns, or this is gonna go terribly wrong and I'm not gonna be able to finish the movie. Yeah, and you're probably asking, why are you doing this to yourself? This might be comedic entertainment for you guys, and I'm willing to do it for you guys. I'm gonna regret this so much. So I believe the readathon that has that prompt, it's either the month-long one or it's the other two, which is only a week long. So I could be reading this book soon, or I could be putting this off to the last minute because I don't want to watch it. This is gonna be interesting. Well, hello everybody, it is Sunday. Oh god, my bangs look like a mess. But it's Sunday, why should I care? Well, I'm actually gonna finally read for once in this vlog. I have pretty much like an hour and a half to do whatever I want right now before I have to go do my next thing on Sunday, which is I'm getting fed by my neighbor, which is my uncle and aunt. So yeah. So we're definitely going to get into Capturing the Devil. It's in my little Hogwarts sleeve. And right now, my feelings going into it, I'm excited to continue, but I'm also like really sad because I don't want it to end. And so that's how I'm feeling right now. So yeah. But anyways, let me get on to reading and alright, well, let's get to it. So, reading update. I read for about an hour, which I said that I only really had. I should probably mute that so I don't get copyrighted. But I am about to chapter 7, so it's about 60 pages in, and oh my goodness. The beginning, I had to like reread it twice because I was like, wait a minute, is Audrey Rose committing murder? Because the way she wrote that was so well done. Thank you, Carrie Maniscalco. However, something has happened that has blown this case wide open. Where, you know how I said in capturing or escaping from Houdini that supposedly these are like supposed to be mimicking the murders of Jack the Ripper in London? Well, I wasn't wrong, because after there obviously a murder happened right off the bat, and it's kind of mimicking Jack the Ripper, even though there's subtle differences. But of course Audrey Rose links it to one of the murders that didn't really make sense on the cruise on the way over. And yeah. Oh, Thomas Cresswell took it upon himself to because he's been reading Audrey's brother's journals. I'm going to put a disclaimer down below that I am going to give away a spoiler for the first book. Audrey Rose's brother was suspected to be Jack the Ripper, and he passed away in his manic creation of wanting to bring a dead body back to life, which is their mother, to make Audrey happy. Oh, anywho, so Thomas has been studying her brother's journals through his whole craze of wanting to create and pretty much revitalize their mother. And he stumbles upon a letter that is supposed to be written to Audrey, stating that there is 2 Jack the Rippers. And now it is assumed that that one has followed them to America. Which also plays on the conspiracy or fact, I don't remember if it's a conspiracy or a fact, that Jack the Ripper actually was 2 people, one in London and one in America. There's that theory. Or there is the theory that, he came over to America. So that is so cool to see, the actual Jack the Ripper case being blown wide open again in America after it kind of was solved or went cold in London, which I need to research more into that. But oh my god, I had to stop because I have things to do, but I can't wait to pick it back up. Whew. So that is my reading update for right now, and I'm actually going to end the vlog here for this portion, or this week's vlog, and I definitely will pick it up this afternoon for the next week's vlog, so you'll hear more all about it in a week. Oh boy, it's getting juicy. Well, without further ado, thanks for watching, and of course, if you have any ideas or thoughts of how to make the vlogs better, make a comment down below, and I usually like to comment back and hold discussions with my viewers. So, and of course, if you want to see anything in future vlogs that you would like to see more of, or just what you liked about the vlogs in general. So, as always, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!